Siempre y cuando yo salga a la nave. Por ahora. Ok, ese es un spoiler, perdón. Jejeje. X.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Fun fact. Este vato que le da la voz a Joker es el mismo que le da la voz al hijo de Peter Griffin en Family Guy. No me acuerdo su nombre. Bienvenidos a la Ciudadela.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Yeah.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Esta es la pantalla de carga.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
No la culpa, igual me cae bien ella. Ahora por esa parte.
Big place.
Y sí, de hecho solo estamos en un brazo. Imagínate, solo un brazo.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Por eso no me agrada. Por eso no me agrada, es muy hija de puta. Ok. Bueno, los aliens que estaban acá son básicamente los... el consejo. Bah, eso estuvo fácil. Informe de patrulla de la Alianza. El capitán Hendrickson ha informado a los de lecturas inusuales de energía durante la patrulla del cúmulo Argos Ro. Estaba especialmente preocupado por los sistemas Hydra, pero tuvo que volver antes de que su equipo pudiera investigar más a fondo. No hay patrullas programadas a ese sector. Debemos mandar un grupo de reconocimiento. Yo voy a ir allá. Yo voy a ir allá.
The Citadel. The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Que en teoría fue hace muy poco. Si estamos en el 2080, fue hace 25 años. No, hace 15 años. Hace 15 años. No sé si con algo no me hagan caso. Lectores inusuales. Eso lo voy a dejar. Voy a guardar. Eso que saqué de información de acá es básicamente misiones alternas que puedes hacer una vez te vayas al espacio a explorar. ¡Woo! Soy fan de venir aquí.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
Esas son otras especies de alienígenas fuera del consejo. Ojo. Mi vida, me encantan esas cosas. Créelo o no, son importantes. ¿Por qué? Ya lo veremos. Digamos que son otro tipo de alien. Shentan.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
No hay de qué. Me caen bien. Son mis favoritos. Kalin.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Tu forma de hablar.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Oh.
I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Dime tu historia.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us.
Bonito.
With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
Está chido, la neta. Que en una generación. Bueno, viven bastantito, pero ahora sí.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in
Cultura.
telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
No los culpo. Embajador.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Es todo.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus Ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
Y tranquilo. Los Volus.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Debe tu historia.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
No voy a negar que eso estaba de la verga. Porque se ayudará bastante, ese es el pedo.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing.
Por eso no están en el...
Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Por eso no están en el consejo. Son bastante inestables en cuanto a formas de gobernar. Aunque yo creo que sí ayudaría en la parte económica. Volus, embajador.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Spoiler.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Uno por otro. Nosotros solo tenemos 2 planetas hasta donde yo estoy. Y unas pocas colonias.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes,
Woo!
yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Ah, perdón. Ok, ¿qué le subo? Creo que por ahora para desbloquear escopeta voy a... usar esto. Contigo, pues como no te voy a usar mucho, porque no me agrada. Entrenamiento de asalto. Y tu decodificación y electrónica. Sí. Ok. Códice llave arterial.
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Son densos. Honestamente son densos. Pero son medio arrogantes, no lo voy a negar. Aunque no me quejo. Uf, venga, vamos. Ok. Hola, reina.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
Comandante.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Qué chido.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
Avina?
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Es la IA que está ahí atrás. Bueno, no se ve ahorita.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Confirmo.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Welcome to the Presidium.
Ella es Avina.
To be your guide.
Vamos a ver qué dice.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
I don't need a guide.
Bruh.
Our records indicate this is your first time on the Citadel. A brief orientation session is customary. Please allow me to do my job.
No.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Ok, no me acordaba que un turiano era el jefe ahorita. Las embajadas.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago.
¡A la verga!
As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity.
Yeah.
It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Fair enough.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Fair enough. Los espectros.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Están muy vergas, básicamente. Okay.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Bastante completo el juego. Ahora que lo analizas bien. Vamos a ver esos lugares. Diplomática.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Y sí. Archivo diplomático. Otro archivo diplomático. Un turiano. Otro guapo. Ay, precioso. Precioso, cómo está precioso. Ay, mi vida ya. Me voy. El core.
Human, the invited, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Igualmente. Ok, ¿qué más voy por acá? ¿Eso es una embajada? Es CISEC, ¿no? A ver qué hay por acá. Voy a guardar, porque no quiero cagarla. Aviso diplomático. El siguiente mensaje se ha transmitido desde una cuenta no registrada de varios destinos de todo extranet. Se autoriza a realizar una monitorización más exhaustiva. Compañero biótico ha sido seleccionado para recibir esa transmisión a causa de nuestro problema común. Pocos nos comprenden. Menos aún nos toleran. Debemos resistirnos juntos. Debemos construir nuestro nuevo mundo. Ven, únete a nosotros en el cúmulo Hawkineta. A la verga, ok. Solo si actuamos como un solo ser podemos conseguir corregir injusticias sufridas por nuestro colectivo. Esa es una misión de combióticos. Eso va a estar denso. No me acuerdo que sigue. Voy a guardar. Ok, vamos a hablar con él. Palin.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Nope.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Absolutely. The only thing that matters is accomplishing the task.
Maybe. But I've never had to cross that line to get the job done. Never.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
No hay pedo. Ya voy.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Y aquí el bar. Okay.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
So,
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Fredericks. Galán.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into
Es
too
muy
much
cara, no
trouble.
mames.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Nasana.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
You know who I am?
Your arrival created a bigger than average stir among the diplomats and hangers-on around here.
Bruh.
There's always something new happening around here. I could fill you in on some points of interest if you'd like.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will.
Yeah.
If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
Oye, sí es cierto. El Flux.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Hey, guapote. Me gusta cómo teclea. Dale, vámonos. A ver qué más podemos conseguir. Nada, ok. No, tú no. Ya fuimos allá, vamos acá. ¿Se puede usar el taxi? ¿Se puede usar? Ok. Me fui caminando. O corriendo en este caso. Ese es el ascensor para irme a la misión. A ver qué más encuentro. Esos son los Krogan. Nada. Nada. Eso sí, spoiler para ustedes. Siempre voy a usar a Krogans y a Saris como mi... Ok. Y a Saris como mi... No, a Saris, perdón. ¡Ah! Se me fue el nombre. La encontramos justo después de acá. A mi reina, mi preciosa. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, los distritos, ok. Solo voy a dar un spoiler del final. Ya.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Tranquila. Cuéntame sobre él.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular relay monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel.
Mi vida.
You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
La verga.
Tell me more about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the relay monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel control?
Citadel control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel control.
Bruh.
At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Qué horror.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
No.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege.
Bruh.
I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my program.
Ah, okay.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'd like to know more about the keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Okay then. ¿Qué tienes que decir?
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Fuera de pedazo no escucho. Ah, él tiene implantes L2 que funciona como relés de masa. Haga sus conclusiones. Barlavón. A huevo. Te extrañaba. ¿Qué onda?
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. You were at Torfan, correct? You led the final assault against the enemy base, if memory serves.
I don't like strangers keeping tabs on me.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed.
No les culpo.
For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
No.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Me agrada eso.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
¡Ah! Los Hanar. Amo los Hanar. No diré que son mis favoritos, pero me agradan mucho. Ahorita hablo con él. Ok, chido. Por eso no creí que era un dildo. Voy a guardar. Capo.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
Nah.
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire.
Es un
For
Hanar,
a
¿verdad?
price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Fair enough.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Damn. Puedo comprarme uno. Pero no. Después lo vengo a ver. Ay, mi vida. Apoyate ya. Ok, vámonos. Después de la consola te vamos con los distritos. Hablando de... Kaden. ¿Qué?
Sure is peaceful here. Big place.
Ok, bueno.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Esperemos.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
A la verga.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries.
A la verga.
The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina.
Antes
Have a pleasant day.
yo confundí accidentalmente la pronunciación de los Rachni. En un inicio yo creí que era Ranchi. No fue intencional, nada más lo empecé a leer así y se me quedó.
had my office rearranged 5 times now.
A la verga.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
True.
Yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Un poco, sí. No lo voy a negar. Ay, qué guapo está, precioso mi vida ya. No hay nada por acá. Por aquí vine, ya lo sé, pero... Ok, no hay nada. Y Rapid Trans, yo creo que era rapiditas. Para que veas lo mal. Lo mal que leo.
Welcome. I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today.
Ni pedo.
Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in...
A la verga.
3 or 4 months.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
What do you do here?
I'm one of the many. It's our job to ensure that they...
What exactly?
My specialty is touch. My fingertips.
I'd like to try
Excellent.
out your...
I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
That's all.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nalina.
Yes, Shaira?
Bro.
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Oh.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Oh my god. I said, goddamn.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you.
Yay.
She'd like to meet with you now.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Bueno, vamos a ver.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Mi vida.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Nah.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Okay. ¿Aló? ¿Pito? Pito. Pitotón. ¿Qué onda? No hay nada más por acá, ¿verdad? Ok.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
I don't like people spying on me.
Todos me ven.
I apologize, Commander. I make it my business to know when important people arrive on the station. Many of them become clients. But that is not why I asked you here. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Get to the point.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to a sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Qué cómodo fue eso.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Eso último lo sentí muy raro.
Take a seat if you like. It may...
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
Oh, mi vida.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
Ay, Dios. Adiós. Ok, vamos. Ahorita sí. Qué bueno que vine aquí antes. Ahora vamos a los... ¿Cómo se llama? Distritos. El financiero es donde estaba el Hannah y el Bolus. Aquí es donde no he venido. Va a guardar. A ver. Transmisión extraña. General Septimus. Ok. Códices.
50,000. Though now
Hasta los
extinct,
Rachni.
the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
Bruh.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Salarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Hablando de parejas, ya que puede ser parejas en el juego. En este no voy a tener a ninguna. Ni con algún Asari o algún Turiano. Spoiler. Pero En el 2 sí. Porque hay un personaje que me encanta. Y como soy Fem Shepard, vamos por él.
When the Asari... The Hanar are a citadel species known for excessive politeness.
Sí.
They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical. So instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kaje, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Qué curioso. Ese es... Se me olvidó el nombre. No puede ser. Estaba a punto de decir Grogu, pero está mal. Después de la guerra de Ragnar, los Krogan empezaron a expandirse a costa de sus vecinos, pues se reproducían con mucha rapidez. Los caudillos utilizaron a sus soldados veteranos para hacerse con espacio vital, mientras las especies del Consejo aún estaban agradecidas. A lo largo de los siglos, los Krogan conquistaron un mundo tras otro. Siempre necesitaban solo uno más. Cuando finalmente el Consejo exigió su retirada a la colonia Asari de Lucía, el caudillo supremo Krogan Krendak se marchó airado de la Ciudadela, retando al Consejo a recuperar sus mundos. Pero el Consejo había tomado precauciones. Los mejores operadores Goe y cazadoras Asari habían sido reclutados para formar una fuerza de observación secreta, las oficinas de ataques especiales y reconocimiento. Los espectros iniciaron la guerra contra dañinos ataques estratégicos. Los planetas Krogan se quedaron a oscuras mientras los virus informáticos anulaban extranet. Las refinerías de antimateria saboteadas desaparecieron con un destello blanco a su lado. Estaciones del cuartel general se convirtieron en chatarra orbital al ser embestidas por cargueros suicidas preparados con anterioridad a la verga. Solo eso sirvió para retrasar lo inevitable. La guerra se había perdido de no haber sido por el primer contacto con los turianos, que respondieron a las amenazas de los Krogan con una pronta declaración de guerra. Al estar en el lado del espacio Krogan, más alejado del Consejo, los turianos avanzaron rápidamente hacia las zonas posteriores de los Krogan, que estaban escasamente defendidas. Los Krogan respondieron dejando caer estaciones espaciales y asteroides sobre... ¡A la verga! ¡A la verga! ¡Qué densos están! Los Krogan respondieron dejando caer estaciones espaciales y asteroides sobre las colinas turianas. ¡A la madre! 3 mundos quedaron completamente inhabitables. No, en serio. Aquella fue precisamente lo peor que podrían haber hecho con los turianos. Cada turiano es, ante todo, un servidor público dispuesto a arriesgar su vida para proteger a sus camaradas. En vez de aumentar el descontento de la población entre la guerra, las tácticas de los Krogan reforzaron la determinación de los turianos. La llegada de las fuerzas turianas salvó muchos mundos de las flotas saqueadoras de los caudillos, pero fue necesario desarrollar el arma biológica de la genofagia para terminar la guerra. Después de la guerra hubo varias décadas de disturbios, pues quedaban caudillos rebeldes y grupos que se negaban a rendirse, mientras que otros desaparecieron de los sistemas fronterizos para convertirse en piratas. Estuvo brutal esa guerra. Bueno, eso ya es básicamente como que lore que honestamente a mí no me interesa tanto. Y ya lo habíamos leído. No sé qué le ladro. Ok. Tecnología. Créditos. Es básicamente la moneda. Queda más el códice. Ah.
Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However, they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
Sí, no les culpo.
A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
Luego se ve uno de Shepard. Creo que del 3. Ok, vamos a ver con el consejo ahorita. Ojo. Ok. ¡Garrus! ¡Garrus!
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is...
No, Garrus. Pobrecito.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you came up empty.
Yeah.
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
A ver si... Sí.
You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Que no quiero. Rapiditas. Ay, mira qué precioso. Está descansando aquí. Ay, mi vida, precioso, precioso hermoso. Ah, qué cosita, cosita, cosita. Ya.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails.
Espero que sí, pero no sucede.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding.
Probablemente. Ok, vamos a la derecha y luego a la izquierda. Juraba que habían cositas por acá. Señor. Kahoku.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants.
Commander? Commander?
Ok. Hay otro precioso, precioso ya. Vamos. Commander.
Commander?
Otro trabajo. Ah, no, está durmiendo. Hola.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Y yo todo distraído, paseando por todos lados, no mames.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre.
Bitch!
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me.
Bro.
And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
You can expect me to kill you the next time we meet.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
He's a Turian. I don't want him on our side.
Not all Turians are like Saren. If he can help, we need to find him. I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it.
Dale con él.
They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den.
No.
It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district.
Bruh, okay.
Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
Ooh.
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Qué denso. Ay, por alguna razón. ¿Será la vibración? Ok, ya.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Who cares if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
If the Council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
Pero...
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago.
No.
CSEC is better off without him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Okay.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Hay un DLC, si no soy mal, de eso.
Tell me about Bar Levon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail.
Ahora parte de la historia.
A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Que ya es todo.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Ahora la cosa es a dónde ir. Primero. Porque fácilmente podría simplemente hacer cualquier cosa. Pero bueno, vamos a... ¡Ay, cosita! A ver, vamos abajo.
No, I haven't spoken to him before. This is the first time I've requested... Commander?
Ok, no importa. Vamos a ver a Garrus.
The second species to join the Citadel, the Salarians, are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Salarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Salarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Salarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Salarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellion several centuries later. Salarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
Investiga Saren, lo de siempre, habla con Hawking y con Bar Levon. Ok. Sorry, pero voy a usarlas. El elevador. Que van a haber diálogos interesantes.
I can't believe the council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they'd take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Ahora sí vamos a bajar. O bueno, ya que estamos aquí, vamos con Barlabón. Sí, ¿no? Sí. Espero que no la cague acá, por eso guardo. Si la cago, pues ya no lo hago.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Because it's a big stupid jellyfish.
How can I convince my superior that I deserve a promotion if I cannot convince this annoying jelly to leave? I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
If you can't solve this problem, you don't even deserve to be in CSEC.
I didn't ask for your help, human. I can deal with this myself.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
The CSEC officer is just doing his job. You're causing trouble.
This one is too humble to suggest that the CSEC officer is personally biased. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
No puedo hacer eso.
I'll be back.
Voy a cargar entonces. Y no me meto en eso. Por ahora. Ya que no vuela, pues lo vemos.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a...
Barlabón, Barlabón. ¿Puedo venderlo? No, lo convierto en Miguel. ¿Cómo puedo vender cosas? No recuerdo. X, vamos. Carga puedo.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard.
Nah.
But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I need that information. Now.
Threats don't work on me, Commander. This information is worth a small fortune. But this is an unusual situation.
Bruh.
So I am going to let you have it for free.
Bruh.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Saren betrayed him. Imagine that.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder. Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? But they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
That's all.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hola.
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
Ah, no, no era con él.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
No les culpo.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
Nah.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Ok. Aquí conozco el amor de mi vida. Bueno, antes de que prosiga todo esto, lo voy a dejar hasta acá.
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keeper. The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
Rex. Pero antes de que vaya con Rex, pues lo voy a dejar acá. Así que me despido, me alejo, me voy.
I get silly, like something like Philly. Been known to pop a pilly and cop a check with Billy.